Hello and welcome to Pete's Top 10, where I list my top 10 things regarding whatever it is we're talking about. And remember, this is just for fun, so please don't take me too seriously. It's just a fun top 10 list, so let's get right on with it. Hello and welcome to a new series, which is my top 10 lists, and this list is concerning what I like to see in a gaming store, or more specifically, a generic gaming store. Not GW or anything like that, but you know, the generic type of gaming store where they sell models and board games and miniature games and all that kind of card games and all that kind of stuff. I've got one near where I live. This is just my top 10 list of what I like to see in a gaming store, in reverse order, so starting with number 10. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Number 10. Alright, so my number 10 thing I like to see in a generic store is an online presence. I may have discovered the store online anyway, so it's nice to see them have an online presence, even if it's just Facebook or something like that. You know, just have an online presence. I mean, okay. So my generic gaming store that's local to me has an online presence. They've got a Facebook page. And you know, that's cool because you get to find out different things through there. So that's my number 10, online presence. Number 9. And my number 9 choice of things I like to see in a gaming store is events. And you'll often see this on the wall. They'll have like a notice board or things, or on the online page, even if it's on Facebook or whatever. But they will run events for certain games, and that's really cool because that tells me that they're passionate about what they do, and you know, they're wanting to get people in. So that's my number 9. Events, hosting events. Number 8. Alright, my number 8 on my top 10 list is good lighting. Now, how often have you, well, I've done it quite a few times, gone to a gaming store and the lighting's pretty poor. I just don't feel, it just doesn't make me feel like I want to buy stuff or look for stuff, you know? It's like, it's just dim, and you know, feel like you want to get a torch on sometimes just to find what you're looking for, and I just don't like that. So, good lighting, and I say that because I've experienced bad lighting. So yeah, number 8, good lighting. Number 7. Okay, and number 7 on my list is for the store to be modern. Keep it modern. I don't just mean in terms of the shop itself, but that is quite important. Have a nice, clear, bright, modern sign. You know, keep up to date. Don't let things get faded in the window. Okay, if you've got boxes of games or whatever, make sure that you've got quite a good selection of modern, new release stuff, not just all the old stuff gathering dust in the corner. So keep it modern. That's my number 7. Number 6. Okay, number 6 on my list of top 10 things I like to see in a gaming store is knowledgeable staff. If you ask a question of a member of staff in that shop about a game or product, it's nice to at least get some kind of feeling that they know what you're talking about, and they know of the game, or they know, even better, if they know the rules of a game, They know exactly what they're talking about. I mean, you can't expect everybody to know every single thing about every single game. It's just not possible. But just a general, like a sort of overview of what you're talking about, just to have an idea. And a willingness, obviously, to find out more about it if you have a question, or perhaps they have members of staff. If it's a large shop, then perhaps they have various members of staff who specialise in certain games, and that would be cool as well. And that's something I would look for. So, yes, number 6, knowledgeable staff. It's number 5. Number 5 on my top 10 list, and we're whizzing through them here, is keep a wide selection of stock. Please, please, please. When I go into a gaming store, I want to see a lot of different things and get ideas. Obviously, I'm not expecting convention variety, but, you know, nice selection of stock. So that's my number 5. Okay. Number 4. Number 4, please, please, please keep your store clean and tidy, and try not to have games or products stacked on the floor, on the shop floor, to the ceiling. It just doesn't do it for me, you know. So it's just health and safety as well. So, plus it also gives the impression that the staff are lazy if they don't put the things on the shelf. Get it on the shelf. Then I can look at it. Cool. So number 4, keep a clean and tidy store. Number 3. Alright, number 3. Now, number 3 on my top 10 list is space. Have plenty of space. Now, I appreciate that not every shop is able to do this. I appreciate that, but if you can, make sure you have a dedicated area in the store with which to showcase or demo games, because you've got to offer something that the online-only stores cannot. And online-only stores cannot offer that. If I'm going to a shop, if I am going to a shop rather than going online, and I like to go to shops to try and offer my support, I'd like to be able to pick up a game maybe that's quite popular, and they have a like a sort of demo version of it, or I can have a look inside, see what I'm getting, maybe even get invited to have a demo game. Cool, let's run through the game, or all that kind of stuff. Or if it's a more complicated game like Warhammer, then book a time to come in and run through it or whatever, or just do a quick, very, very, very quick skirmish game and run through the very, very, very basics. I'm saying very a lot there of the game, but you've got to offer something that the other online only stores cannot. And if you've got space to do that, then you are offering stuff that the online places cannot ever hope to achieve. So number 3, space. Number 2. Number 2 on my list. Good area. What I mean by that is the actual location of your store. If possible, parking, cool. That's a bit of a luxury, though. I know that, or at least nearby parking, so I haven't got to travel too far. But or be in amongst like a shopping mall, or near a load of shops, or quite near to a busy high street. Not somewhere down the narrow lane at the back on the darker side of town, opposite where the drug dealers hang out. I don't want to go there. I ain't going there. Not happening. So good area. So that's my number 2. And finally, number 1 on my top 10 list. Here it is. Alright, number 1 on my top 10 list of things I look for in a gaming store, and this applies to any store, but gaming stores in particular. Number 1 is welcoming staff. I want to be made to feel welcome in the store. I don't like stores where you go in and you're made to feel like an intruder or something. They kind of, all the people in the store that are huddled around the table out the back playing their magic or whatever they're playing, they kind of look over at you and what's he doing in here? Interrupting our game. That's not good business practice. As soon as I walk in, I want some kind of acknowledgement, even if it's just a, can I help you? You alright? Yep. Just browsing, whatever. But I don't like being ignored when I go into a store like that. So welcoming staff, be happy even if you don't feel it. And believe me, I've been there. I know exactly what that feels like. Put the smile on your face. Be happy. Get your customer. Get me to want to give you my money, and I will do so. If you're ticking all these boxes, you got a 99.9% chance that I'm going to walk out of that shop with something. And that's my top 10 list for today. Hope you've enjoyed that one. Hopefully more top 10 lists will come. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Remember, all brushes lead to war.